I'm Bill from Pocono Gym.
I'm Coach from I Go Fit 3.
Okay, and what we're doing today is we're doing a sword training demonstration. Okay, now one of the first things that you gotta kind of sort out when you're doing your any sword training is you gotta figure out what time period are you fighting, what weapons are you using, and how you're going to use what styles can you use to defend yourself against the weapons, you know, and so forth. So we're doing a 10th, 11th, 12th century style of sword fighting. And the type of armor that people use in the 10th, 12th century, it actually goes way back to Roman times, is mail armor. And basically what mail armor is a series of interwoven steel rings that are riveted together, okay? All right, that's mail. Okay, and basically people use this for protection. Now, there's certain strengths and weaknesses to this armor, okay? What I have here is a real razor. Okay, it's a box cutter. This is very sharp, okay? And basically, this type of armor is designed to protect against cuts. Okay, I can cut him all day with a razor or with this sharp sword, and it's not going to do anything. Okay, so against this type of armor, you are fully protected against cuts. The only thing that's going to defeat this type of armor is either a very hard percussive blow, okay, that's going to break your bones, or a really hard thrust. That's going to basically, you know, that point is going to push the bones back and hopefully, you know, but will break the bones. In later periods, they used more pointy swords that were used to break apart those rings. However, in the earlier time periods, they hadn't been invented yet, so they were using a percussive fighting style. And basically, what we have here, you know, is what we call a Lionheart sword. And basically, what this is, it's a crowbar with an edge on it. Okay, that's a good way to describe this. And one of the key features of this sword is it's what we call carbon steel. Okay, it's never stainless steel. First of all, it hadn't been invented back then. Second of all, stainless steel is too soft and it's not going to hold an edge. So any swords that are stainless steel are modern day garbage. Okay, so you have a high carbon sword where the blade extends all the way through the handle, okay, and then it goes through a pummel, and then it's all pinned together. Okay, now the purpose of this pummel is basically it acts as a counterweight. Okay, you know, that brings the sword balance down to about, I don't know, where is it, about 3 or 4 inches down from the hilt. So the sword will bounce there, and what this allows you to do is it allows you to rotate the sword on that point of balance, okay, and do rotational cuts. So this is the type of armor we're using, and this is the type of weapon that we're using to defeat this armor. Now today for our demonstration, rather than using this type of sword, because again this sword is designed to defeat that armor, so when we're practicing we can't actually use a sword that's going that's actually going to defeat it. What we're going to use is this wooden simulator. Okay, now this wooden simulator is made of rattan. It's actually got a cushion on the end over here, and it has a steel basket over here. That steel basket does two things. Number one, it protects my hand so I don't get it broken during our fighting, and it also acts as a counterweight, as a pummel on the other sword, and it serves the same purpose of bringing that bounce point down around 4 inches from the hilt, and again it allows me to do those rotational shots. Okay, so this is the type of sword that we're using, and we're going to, because we're going to be using armor, and we're going to be using a weapon that's about 1.25 inches diameter. I'm able to make a hard percussive blow. Okay, and what it's going to do is it might hurt, but it's not going to actually break any bones. Okay,
I promise.
I promise it's not going to break.
I have all my bones.
I promise. No. In fact, we're actually going to go a step further, and what we're going to do is rather than use mail armor in our demonstration, we're actually going to use a later period armor called plate armor. So instead of wearing mail, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in armor like this. That's basically what we have here. It's got steel on the inside. You can kind of see that it's splinted. You can see how you got this is actually a historic design where you got steel splints. All right, you got a hard metal knee over here. All right, so we're going to get you into that. You're going to have sleeves that fit around your shin down here. Okay, the legs are basically going to go over it. So they're going to the legs are going to be like positioned like that, protecting your leg. Okay. Then over that, you're going to wear a jacket that has elbow. This is called gamson. Okay, and it's going to have elbow protection built into it, and it's going to have shoulder protection that's also attached. Okay, and then over that, we're going to put some sort of coat of plates. Okay, this is a brace. Again, you can see that's all steel over there. That's going to fit around this, and basically that protects the soft areas. You're actually going to wear something a little bit more protective. You're going to wear what we call a coat of plates. Okay, that's going to fit over your body. And as you can see on the inside, you've got all these plates that are going to protect you from the percussive blows. Now, a couple important things to know is that even though you've got armor, you're still going to feel these blows. Okay. So this is a grown-up sport where we're hitting each other for real at full speed.
Okay.
There's always going to be, because we're wearing plates, there's going to be parts of the body that don't have armor, like the armpits, for example, and any shots that happen to land over there are going to hurt. But that's part of the fun over here. Okay. For your neck protection, you're going to be wearing a gorget. This is going to fit around your neck. That's going to protect your neck. We're going to put that on. And for your head, we have steel helmets. This is the one I'll be wearing. It's called a bassinet. Okay. Now, this is, it's a historical design. One of the important differences to know is that this is a 7-pound helmet. The one that you're going to be wearing is actually a 9-pound helmet. Okay. And the significance is that the heavier the helmet is, the more mass it's going to have, and that mass is going to absorb the blows better. So it's not going to, you'll feel it less. Okay? Now, historically, you got to understand that people typically wore their armor, they lived in their armor. Okay? They typically marched for months before they even got to the battlefield. Okay? So if you were wearing a 7-pound helmet on your head every day, you'd have severe neck problems. Okay? Your body's not designed to wear something this heavy all the time. So historical helmets only weighed about 2 pounds, somewhere in that area, because you can wear it all day. Okay? So we're going to be, the strikes I'm going to teach you are going to be, to the head, to the legs, to various parts of your body. And people will sometimes ask the question, well, if I'm hitting you, I'm not killing you. Well, the difference is you have a stronger armor than would have been worn historically. Okay, I could hit you all day, in this helmet, and you'll probably, you might get a headache, but you're not going to get killed. If you're wearing a 7-pound helmet and I gave you a good shot, that helmet might protect your head from getting killed, but it will certainly stun you. Okay, so the idea here is that either they typically wore a helmet and a cap, typically a Norman nasal cap. You don't want to depend on the armor to protect you. What you want to do is you want to use your weapon and your shield. Now you're going to be using a shield, and this is your primary defense. Okay, and actually let me get you into the other shield. So there, because I'm going to be holding that shield. Okay, put your arm through there. All right, you're going to be holding a shield, and you're going to be holding the sword right there like that. Okay, now basically this is your primary defense. Okay. You want to get into a typical boxer stance like you're in right now, okay? And basically, well, first let me get my sword and I will explain something to you. Okay, where you are right now, this shield basically protects about 80% of your body. Okay, so just be passively you're defending. And the other thing is, when that shield is, if I keep hitting you like this all day, okay, that's never going to get to your body. Okay, so the strikes have to be done in such a way that certain shots are going to work better than others. Okay, so if I'm trying to get through that, I have to do a high horizontal shot, okay, which basically is going to go over the shield and hit you, or I'm going to do come down the side like that, or basically come down low. So basically, all my shots somehow have to get around the shield. Okay, the basic shots. And once you stand over there so you can get a better view of this, the basic shots that we're looking for is your onside shots, okay, which is going to go high horizontal, that's your onside shot, your offside shot, your slot shot, and your wrap shot. The wrap shot basically is a shot that goes around the back of the shield. That's my offside. My offside is going to come around. Oops, I back one more this way. You're going to go around, and it's going to go around the shield, and it's going to hit you on the back side like that. Once you flip around, okay, so basically, again, that's your onside. That's your offside, that's your slot shot, that's your wrap, okay? A lot of people don't quite understand the wrap. The wrap is, it's the same shot as an onside. What I'm doing is instead of throwing the sword there, I'm throwing it here, And what happens is, when the sword gets to the end point, it's got no place to go, so it flips around and it hits on the back. So basically, it's, you know, pop, like that. Pop to the back of the leg, okay? Those are the basic shots that we're working with. With this type of shield, what you want to do is you want to pop up that corner. I want you to turn around like this. If you pop up that corner like that, keep this corner by your knee, keep that corner by your nose, and now by keeping that corner up, you're going to be blocked by those, you know, against those various cuts, okay? If I try to throw a wrap, we got to do just a little bit. Come over there. I throw a wrap, you just got to come back just a little bit. I just kind of, it's going to come in a little bit. So with this type of a shield, which is a full-size shield, you're looking to do minimal motions. You're not trying to move the shield too much. First of all, it's a very big shield. If you're moving the shield around too much, you're going to get tired. Okay, so you're looking to conserve energy. Okay, so you look for minimal motion like that. So keep it like that. Now, from where you are right now, you want this sword basically. You want to keep this almost close to your face, just like a boxer. You know, a boxer stand like it. Right there. Now, that's a fine position. If you just bring the sword up like that, now that gives you a little, in your rest position, that's a little extra defense. So if you keep that sword there, you're covered on that side, you're covered on that side. If I try to come around this way, well, you got to just kick that out just a little bit, like that. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to try and throw this shot into the stick over here. Okay? High. Okay? Yeah. Now, what you need to do is because I'm going to be holding the shield. Okay. So you got to get over my shield. Okay? My shield is basically the other one. I'm going to be holding the shield right here like this. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get over that shield and come over here and hit me on that on over the side of the head. I'm going to keep the sword here so you don't actually hit me. Okay. There you go. Go ahead, try it again. There you go. Okay, do it again. Good. Now what you want to do is you want it to be horizontal. Like that. Right across the top of the shield. Boom, right there. Okay? Do it again. Good. Now on the other side, let's flip this way so that actually why don't you move yourself to whatever position you need to get into. So you see, what I want you to do is I want you to practice the off side, which is going to come in like that. Okay, throw that towards on this side. Go ahead. Look, the other side. Like that. Yeah, there you go. Do that again. Good, good. Okay, go ahead, do it one more time. Right? I can block it with this, or the other thing I can do is once you throw it, I can block it here, and I can try to counter like that. Okay? Okay, so those are the 2 ways to block it. The other shot I'm going to show you is the slot shot, which comes down like that. Okay, it's basically attacking my body here. So why don't you practice that shot? Okay, what you're going to do is bring it over. What you're going to do is dip the point down a little bit, like that, and then from there it's going to come like that. So from here, right, not quite that far down. It's you know, do that, and then bring it into my body right there. Go ahead, do it again. There you go. And I can block that. And go ahead, do it again. Block that either with the sword, or go ahead, or I can block it with the shield like that. But this is the target area you're looking for. Okay? The other shots that you're looking for is the leg shot, which is going flat towards my leg. Why don't you try hit the shield with my leg since I don't have any armor on right now. Go ahead. That's the leg shot. Okay. Now, one of the things that you got, well, let's also practice that wrap shot. You won't be able to do it fast now because I don't have armor. Well, basically that's going to look like that. Do that around this side, come around on this one.
Your wrist is turning when you get to the end.
Yeah, it's the same shot that you did before, except when it gets to the end, you just pop it. You just pop it up and it'll come over like that. It takes a lot of practice. There you go, something like that. It takes a lot of practice. It is a difficult shot. There you go. But that's the basic idea with that shot. Okay? Now, one of the things I'll tell you is once you get to your guard, all advanced fighting is about deception. Okay? Because where you are right now, pop that corner up a little higher. Basically, if I just throw single shots like that, you'll block it all day. Okay? So the way I'm going to defeat you is by misdirecting you. So if I want to attack you here on this side of your body, what I'm going to do is threaten up here, because as I'm threatening here, what are you going to do?
Block.
You're going to block that. So once you're blocking that side, then I'll come around and I'll hit you there. Okay? Likewise, if I'm trying to get to your leg, okay, you'll block that all day, like that. So what I got to do is I got to basically fake the head, okay, because if I block your head, and then I'll go low, okay? So high, low. Likewise, if I'm striking at your leg, head. So I'm dropping and I'm going high, okay? So I'm assuming I'm making me think I'm going to go low, and then I end up going high.
So essentially, it's the same principles as boxing.
Yeah. You're trying to trick the other person, okay? All advanced fighting, whether it's one-on-one fighting or when you got entire armies fighting, you want to get the other side to believe that you're trying to do one thing, and then go do something else. Okay, that's what all advanced fighting is. So the next step today, what we're going to do now is we're going to pause the camera and we're going to actually get in the armor and we're going to have a little fun.
Oh boy.
All right?